I am back, boys and girls. And as you can see, we're going to be talking about what the banners could be looking like in about like 30, well, no, like 50 hours, 60 hours. Though I'm hoping this isn't true, but everything in game with like when the events start, and it says part 2 officially starts on the 14th. Well, it'll be the 14th at 4 a.m. my time, which I'm Eastern Standard. So, I mean, yeah. So, a little less than 48 hours. But yeah, let's look at these banners. Obviously, this year we have a bit of a weirder format. Like the past few years, they've been, or I think last year at least, I don't remember the 9th anniversary. They did 10 LRs on each banner. Now, this year, because it's Daima, we have the 3 Daima units, and then because of that, the Carnival banner is just worse. I mean, Piccolo's cool that he's on there, but if it wasn't a good banner unit, then, you know, it's a banner unit that you could pull on any other banner. But, yeah, so here's what it's looking like. Also, I wanted to point out, you know, we got this banner, so we know we won't be getting either of the 8th anniversary LRs or the 10th anniversary carnivals, these 2 at least. We did have Frieza in part 1, so you'll see Super Saiyan 4 Goku, of course, on part 2. So, of course, in place of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we're gonna have the new tag Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta plus Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'm super hyped for the details tomorrow, by the way. It's gonna be sick. And yeah, I believe we could get a Majub banner unit. I mean, the banner unit is really up for grabs. It's not like Daima where you're like, okay, it's either Do or Ku or like Supreme Kai, Mini. I don't know. It really could be. It could be Do. I mean, it could be Do. It could be Oob. It could be Ice. It could be Oceanus. They could drop another Nova if they really wanted to. They could drop a Sin. Or like, I don't know, like any of the other Shadow Dragons that don't have an actual card, like Rage. What's this guy's? Naturon. Or is that one Naturon? What the fuck is this guy called? Haze Shen. Yeah, it could be any of these 4. You know, to help keep Omega's team up afloat. Not that it's really struggling right now, but it could always use a little bit of help. But yeah, I don't know. Could maybe like a Spirit Bomb. I don't know. No, they wouldn't do a banner unit for that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think the banner unit could be. That's my thoughts. My decision went on to Majub. Yeah, could be sick with like a half decent animation. We'll see. The next unit, which is going to be replacing the Blue Boys that were on part 1, of course, is the other Dokkan Fest of the GDC, which is Omega. And it makes sense also because it's GT, obviously. So there's a lot of GT representation on both these banners, to be honest. So it's interesting. They gave a lot more help to the part 2 LRs, even though they were already more hype and they probably don't need as much help. But yeah, so Omega's gonna be there, obviously. On the next unit, of course, the counterpart to the Vegito from the 10th anniversary, which was on part 1, is gonna be the Gogeta, of course. I would say, by the way, that the Gogeta is more useful in content these days. Who would have thunk he would have aged a little bit better? Just because Gogeta, like even with minimal amounts of stacks, he could really tank some stuff. And when Vegito, if it's in a shorter event, he could get cooked even with the target mechanic. But yeah, in place of Int Broly from Second Coming. I guess from Second Coming, right? No, that's Second Coming is the tech one. I'm having a brain fart. No, the Int one is Second Coming. Yeah. I got confused because I'm thinking, oh, they're the counterpart to this unit, but no, the counterpart to this unit was the Carnival. So in place of the Int one is, of course, these guys, the Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. Some people have some interesting names for these guys. These guys kind of aged out maybe they could be semi-useful. Of course, they give support, but you're not gonna really be running their team. I mean, Power Wishes could be interesting with the 8th anniversary Easy A's, but yeah, I'm not too keen on using them. And in place of Beast, we have Broly, full power Broly. We could see this. Well, we're gonna see this guy's Easy A next year. So I mean, if you don't have him, it would be really useful to get him. But of course, he's gonna be on the banners next year anyways. Plus, I mean, this guy probably has the best non-original animations in the game. So it's always a decently hype unit if you could use the pulls. And then, of course, instead of the Boot Duo, the counterpart, we have the GT Duo Spirit Bomb unit, who, of course, is going to Easy A probably in a couple of weeks. Probably around I would say the 24th, I think they could Easy A. Yeah, and I mean, these guys, when you look at their kit, oh no, that's because it's the standby. But even this looks very simple. They could really do something good with this. Like if he has starter turn damage reduction and he builds up, he already stacks attack, which is good for the Spirit Bomb. If they could really go crazy with this unit, because he gives 8 key and 80% attack for that turn. What if they just make this 2 turns, and then you have key for 2 rotations? That could really help out the Part 1 LRs. And yeah, I mean, maybe he stacks attack, so you could last like maybe 1 more turn instead of just sacrificing him as soon as you go into the standby. You never know. But yeah, that's the last of the Dokkan Fest LRs on Part 1, or on Part 2, I mean. What is this? Left that open by accident. Of course, the oldest unit that hasn't Easy Aid, the oldest, you know, Dokkan Fest or LR that has an Easy Aid, is the Angel Golden Frieza. Came out in 2020. It's 2026, so he's like 5.5 years old. It's kind of insane. This is the global release date. I mean, he's over 5 years old on global too. So yeah, I feel like this is the one lock, other than of course the 8th anniversary LRs, to Easy A. So yeah, I think they can make him interesting. He has very minimal stuff to his kit. He was great on release, and of course he has the turn 1 transformation active, so you could activate it whenever you want. It would be interesting if they do kind of what we want them to do with tag units, and kind of how this guy was on release, where, you know, if you want to be a little bit more defensive and you want to build your defense a little bit, you just stay in this form. But then if you want to really let it out, and he also has damage. I mean, this guy had everything. But if you really want to end the fight, then you could let this guy out, or make this guy good for beginning of the fight too. They could really do something interesting with this guy. And maybe he could be good for Festival. I don't like Festival, but he already stacks defense. But yeah, obviously this has nothing to do really with the actual new Dokkan Fest, but I think they could relate some of the units on this banner to the other unit, the Carnival unit, as well. Because, I mean, there's just a certain amount of Easy A's they can do, and there's really no GT stuff they can do, other than Tech Pan, who you'll be surprised I don't have on this. I did opt for these 2 guys. Maybe this is a little more hope than what's actually gonna happen. I don't know if it's on the table for these guys to Super Easy A. I mean, at least UI I think could. Vegeta is a little. I mean, he's only his Easy A is not even 4 years old yet on global. I think it's over 4 on GP. But still, I mean, we haven't even touched all the 120 leads, all the OG LRs. So I don't know. They could. I mean, they've done stuff like this before. But yeah, I could really see these 2 guys Super Easy-ing. And of course, I think this is the one lock. But it would be good to see these 2 guys Easy-ing. And there's really not many TUR options they could do. If they really wanted to go crazy, they could put the Part 3 GDC LR, who's like, it's kind of a weird situation. He hasn't come back yet, but he's been out for what, like 6 months? I mean, look, he has not returned on any banners except the New Year's banner and of course the Summon Point banner, but that's not coming back because you can't buy him with coins. So I mean, he could be there, and then you just have 8 LRs, and I mean, it really is just like the Part 1 is getting cucked. But I opted more so for them keeping it even. You could also have let me see, what's a GT unit over here? You could also have, I doubt it, but this guy's in the right time frame to be on this banner. I think it could happen. He came out in September. Usually, this time frame unit comes back on the first Dokkan Fest banner after the anniversary. But, I mean, he's GT, he would fit. They could easily put him on this banner. I would love that. But, yeah, like Slug. No, it wasn't Slug. Who was his counterpart last year? Not his counterpart, but, like, I think it was this guy. Yeah, he was September 30th, and this guy's October 3rd. Obviously, the schedules are a bit different because of GDC and TDC being swapped. But, yeah. So, I mean, it could be this guy, in case it's not these two. It could be the Goten, or Gohan plus Goten and Trunks. It's really tough to see. It could be both of them. You never know. But, I mean, yeah, that's what I think is for the banners. Let me know what you guys think for the banner unit and, you know, for these extra 3 slots that we don't know what they're going to do with. I think the rest is locked in, obviously, besides the banner unit. But yeah, that's the Dokkan Fest banner, I think. For the Carnival banner, now this is where it gets a little weird as well, because obviously you have the T-Wars that are kind of, you know, well, like, we don't really fucking want to see that, but it is what it is. So obviously we're going to have the Carnival UI Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and in the place of the Goku Black, the other Carnival unit from the GDC was, of course, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, you see what I mean by it's just full of GT on both banners. So, I don't see why they couldn't, you know, go for the Universe Survival on the other banner. So, yeah. I mean, this is one of the locks, of course. People are going to be loving to pull this guy. Yeah. And then the next unit, the counterpart to the Frieza from Part 1. Because the other 2 Anniversary LRs are already used in that other banner, it's going to be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Another GT unit on the Part 2 banners. So yeah, this guy's still great, probably the best aging Anniversary unit. I mean, yeah, he's just really good. The next unit, obviously the counterpart, not the counterpart of the Broly, but the other Carnival from the Worldwide Celebration of 2024 is the Family Kamehameha Gohan. Was the best unit in the game. I haven't really seen anybody use him outside of that. There's probably some cheese you could pull off with his standby still, because I still see people pulling off standby cheese with the Buu Duo somehow. So yeah, you could probably go crazy with this guy. Well, honestly, I'm not sure. I mean, the power creep is kind of insane. But yeah, he'll be on the Part 2 banner. Now the other Carnival unit from the 9th anniversary in place of the Gammas is going to be Gogeta. Another unit with crazy animations. He will be... I wonder how they're going to treat the Carnival EZAs for the anniversary and for Worldwide. You know, outside of the 8th anniversary, because they still treated those how they usually treat the Yellow Coin LRs. But, I mean, this guy is basically like Dokkan Fest level quality. I wouldn't say the 8th anniversary Carnivals were. You know, like the Worldwide Celebration, Cooler Worldwide, those are on the same quality level of a Dokkan Fest. So I don't know. We'll see what they do. Will they EZA this guy with Broly, or will they EZA this guy with the Gammas because they're both the Carnivals? I'm really curious as to how they're gonna do that. But either way, I can't wait for this guy to EZA. He has probably my favorite animations in the game outside of original units. You know, Dokkan Originals, him and Broly, and they released side by side, so it's sick. Oh no, this guy is an original unit, but still, his I really love his 12 key animation. It's just so sick. So yeah, I mean, this guy could be interesting next year. Now the counterpart to the Carnival Trunks with the worst animations ever is Future Gohan. So, I mean, I've actually seen some people get some use out of this guy. He's not gonna be the worst. Still has a decent amount of damage reduction. He'll have 80, but yeah, another one of my favorite Dokkan original animations is his active skill, of course. Yeah, I mean, this guy could also see an EZA. He could already EZA this year. He came out in 2023, and you know, 2023 just opened up, but we still haven't seen the year before what do you call it, the worldwide units awaken yet. EZA. So, and the final unit, it was tough. It was tough because, I mean, this guy's only here because he EZA'd. So, and he doesn't have a counterpart. He's a Christmas LR Carnival. He releases by himself. So I didn't really know what to do, but since it's Universe Survival, and this unit hasn't really featured too many times, she's just been on her own banner, and then the Wrathful Broly banner. I think she could easily be on this part. Not that any of us would want to pull her, but maybe they could. Maybe this unit will be good. They could be buffed by the Carnival, the new Carnival unit. I don't know. This unit leaves a very sour taste in my mouth, I think, for most people as well, because just why didn't they fuse? They weren't too crazy on release. But this, if don't get, correct me if I'm wrong, was this the first unit that had, no, it's the second unit with the Dokkan Day tickets, and I pulled them, like, off the first Dokkan Day multi-ticket. So, I mean, I don't know. That's the only love I have for them, is because it was the first new unit I pulled off the Dokkan Day tickets. So, yeah, I don't know. This is a weird banner setup, like I told you. And then we have 3 banner units. To match the quality of Part 1 with the broken banner unit, I would really love to see this guy, who is Universe Survival Saga. Obviously, the 3 banner units from Part 1 had some sort of relevancy to the new unit. This guy's Daima, the other 2 are Vegeta family, even though it's like very loose relevancy. This guy is Universe Survival. He doesn't actually fight in the tournament, but he'll still probably be able to be used with them. I bet one of their 3 categories is going to be Universe Survival Saga. Or one of their 2, because they're the Carnival. I hope not, now that I'm thinking about it. But still, I don't think this guy has to fit on the leader skill. And this guy, of course, is broken. I also would love to see him because I do not have him. But yeah, and then the other 2 units, I mean, it's really tough because they could really just throw any banner units on. I don't know if they're going to sub-EZA units. They didn't with any of the Part 1 units, and none of those are going to sub-EZA because they're all relatively new. So I just threw on the next newest, you know, Realm of God / Universe 6 type unit. He's not Universe Survival, but, I mean, they could easily throw him on here. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of disappointing because wouldn't it be great if we just had 3 more LRs instead of these 3? And I threw this guy on because he's like the next one up for Realm of Gods, the next recent release that I could see them throw on if they're not going to EZA any of these. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. They could also just obviously shaft the Part 1 and just be like, okay, there's 10 LRs on this one and there's 10 LRs on the other banner. Why not? But I don't think they will. I think maybe they already seen the reaction of people being disappointed in Part 1, so they don't want to pile it on. But yeah, do you think they'll throw these guys on? They could super EZA them. Do you think they'll throw on the GDC, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, or Baby in this banner? Who do you think they'll add as this, you know, out of place sort of Carnival? I think this one might be a lock, but I don't know. They could easily throw like Gotenks or something on it if they lead Power Beyond Super Saiyan. That would be sick. Let the Tournament of Power boys lead Power Beyond Super Saiyan, or the Dokkan Fest 4s. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. That's what I think the banners will look like. A couple of them are obviously harder to predict, but yeah, that's what we're here for, right? Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to see more content for Dokkan. I'll be trying to upload the whole year consistently. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the stream. I will be streaming the State of Play, I think, in a couple hours. But I definitely will be streaming, of course, the reveal stream tomorrow at 9:30 my time, in about 30 hours. So yeah, and then hopefully they'll be nice and they'll release the banners at midnight my time. But I doubt it. So yeah, peace, guys. See you next time.